Всем привет, вы на канале Today Gaming, и мы продолжаем прохождение неинтересной никому игры Dragon Age Inquisition. Текс. Картинка есть? Будет? Нет? В эфире уже 20 секунд. Ага, все. Поехали.
We've an interesting development, Inquisitor. A petition from citizens of Val Royal. They wish to know what Andraste said to you in the Fade.
They think she spoke to me.
Even Leliana can't trace the rumor's origin. It may be expedient to respond to those asking for Andraste's words.
Ну да, я же не видел.
It's not Andraste who saved me.
Few people outside Skyhold know it was Divine Justinia who delivered you from the Fade. You could attempt to tell Val Royal citizens the truth, though it may not be as inspiring as they hope.
Ладно. Пусть так будет.
Petitioners, Andraste said she cares for us always as she walks by the Maker's side.
A fine sentiment. We will have it proclaimed in Val Royal.
Пусть не переживает, пусть думает вот так.
Yes?
Так. Ну-ка. Что будет
I want to
сейчас?
spend some time with just you and me, Josephine.
Why, that sounds lovely.
Ага. Понял, все то же самое. Ясно, понятно. Ясненько, понятненько. Ничего нового. Так, с Морган потом поговорим. Ну, вообще кто-нибудь говорить что-нибудь? Кто-нибудь будешь? Ага.
Did I ever tell you about the time Hawk was on a Merchant Guild hit list? Hawk's uncle got into an investment scheme with a couple of merchant caste businessmen. They took a lot of people's coin in order to arrange the import of wandering hills from the Anderfells. A delicacy, I'm told. Their weird foreign foodstuffs arrived alive, and one of them, true to its name, wandered off in the middle of the night.
His last words were, "Say goodbye to Varric for me."
That son of a bitch. He would do that. The guild traced the shipments to Hawk's uncle, but as usual, he was so far in debt he couldn't see daylight. So they went after Hawk instead. They sent guys from the local carter to Hawk's estate one night. 5 big dusters, armed to the teeth. They're about to kick down the door when Hawk just opened it and invites them all inside. Leandra, Hawk's mother, made them tea, and for the next 2 hours tried to get them to make small talk. They wandered out of the house in a daze. No idea what just happened.
Неплохо.
Never came back. Hawk just had that effect on people. I always wanted to tell that one.
Да может живой он еще. Ну.
I guess I've got some letters to write. I should tell Meryl the news. Excuse me.
Я думаю, больше он не захочет со мной говорить. Будешь?
Sorry, I really need to write some letters.
Понял.
Another time, all right?
Понял, принял. Этот тоже не будет со мной разговаривать.
My friend,
Ага.
we'll talk later.
Вообще самые неинтересные с тобой разговоры, Солос. Вот серьезно. Так, Дориан, по-моему, тоже не хочет со мной говорить. А кто хочет? Вивьен, может быть. Нет, материалов, понял. Ну, Дориан нет.
You have remarkably little here on early to winter history. All these gifts to the Inquisition, and the best they can do is the Malefica Imperio. Trite propaganda. But if you want 20 volumes on whether Divine Galatea took a shit on Sunday, this is evidently the place to find it.
А что ты искал?
If I knew what you were looking for, I could help you.
Because you're a mage? Considering education standards in the South, that's hardly a recommendation.
Чё выёживайся?
I apologize. That was unworthy. Did I see something by Genitivi here? I could have sworn.
What is this about, Dorian?
When everyone returned, they told us about your tumble into the Abyssal Rift. You went into the Fade. Physically went in. Are you... all right?
Мы потеряли Хоука, да.
Hawk is gone.
The Fade is an ordeal under normal circumstances. To be the only real thing there, beyond description. That you made it out at all is a miracle. You do realize this feat hasn't been performed in over 1,000 years.
Обычные будни.
Corypheus and his contemporaries entered the Fade and began the Blights. In comparison.
Да, не слишком большое утешение.
That's not exactly comforting, Dorian.
Nor should it be. If you can walk in the Fade, others will try to follow. Who knows what secrets Corypheus has revealed? Not all of them will be as lucky as you. What they could unleash. My advice? Keep this quiet. Let them speculate. Too many will see this as a challenge.
Вообще, а тебе?
You don't number among them?
It's tempting, but I'm no fool. There are enough idiots in the world who think if they just use enough blood magic, their problems will vanish. It's exactly the sort of thing I want to stop back home. This I don't need.
Окей.
What I do need is a copy of the Liberalum. I'll wager I can find Corypheus's real name.
А
If
зачем
I
она
can
ему?
prove he was a grasping ankle-biter with no family to speak of, the luster would come right off. Wish me luck.
Удачи. Имя врага. Все?
What's on your mind?
Ничего.
I should go.
Так, Лилиана, захочешь поговорить? Мне интересно. Вряд ли. Хотя... Ну-ка. Да.
Inquisitor. I have been thinking. You remember everything now, yes? The explosion at Haven, the Fade, escaping the breach. In your report, you said Justinia was with you. But only you emerged in the end. Why? Why were you the only survivor?
She knew it was either her or me. And she wanted me to live.
Of course. Of course she did. That's just like her. Her message to me. I failed you too. I'm not sure I understand what
Да я тоже не понимаю. Если ты не понимаешь, что я не понимаю.
Anything at all. Please, if you remember.
Wait. You don't know what she meant either.
There are no answers in the Fate. Only illusions. A warped mirror. Justinia has never failed me. I was her left hand. Now she's dead. I failed her.
Вот и поговорили. Все? А.
A message from Divine Justinia.
That's a shock. Are you all right reading it?
Thank you for the concern, Inquisitor. But I am. This message was written months, perhaps even years ago, to be delivered to me if she died. I've heard of such contingency plans. A sudden death often leaves loose ends. I'm to go to Valence, a small village on the waking sea. There is something hidden there.
Окей.
You know what you're looking for?
The Divine was a powerful woman who used her position to obtain all sorts of things. Whatever she hid in Valence would very likely benefit the Inquisition and must be kept from falling into the wrong hands. If I'm lucky, she will have instructions for me.
Ну тут выеживаться особо не надо, типа я даю тебе
Why hide
указание
things in
такое себе.
Valence? What's so special about it?
Justinia was revered mother at the chantry there for many years before she became the Divine. It is a place that holds great meaning for her.
I'll help in whatever way I can.
Wonderful. I was hoping you would agree to come with me to Valence.
Без
One
проблем.
more thing. If what is hidden in Valence is as valuable as I think, we're not going to be the only ones looking for it. I shall meet you at the chantry in Valence. Try not to delay.
Окей.
What we learned at Adamant concerns me. The hero Ferelden and I have been together for
Села в
years.
воздухе.
I nearly lost him to the archdemon. He's looking for a way to stop the calling from taking him, as it does every Grey Warden. But if Corypheus has power over the Wardens, my love could be in danger.
If you two are still together, why isn't he here?
His quest took him far to the west, to lands that have never known the Blight. But Justinia needed me here. I owed her that much. My love and I are never truly apart. When this is all over, I will join him again.
Почему он
And
тут...
this time, nothing
Он говорит,
will
она говорит my love, типа мой любимый. Но в субтитрах этого почему-то не алё.
What makes him think he can stop the calling?
It has been done before. Grant Enchanter Fiona was once a warden, but something took all trace of the calling from her. A warden mage named Avernus also found a way to prolong his life with magic. It wasn't much, but enough to start the hunt. He will find a way. I have faith in him.
Were the two of you happy together in the years after the Blight?
Happier than you could imagine. The only shadow over our love was knowing that one day I would lose him to the calling. His quest is for me as much as for him. He knows how much I've lost.
What would you like to do?
I do not know where the hero Ferelden is precisely, but I know how to get a message to him. He may have information that helps the Inquisition. At worst, it will do no
так-то
harm.
да.
I will draw up a plan in the war room.
Окей.
Thank you.
I'll leave you to your work.
Так, ладно. Новая задача. Прикол до сну. Так, вышел я отсюда. Тут у нас это тусуется. Вивьё.
If you require any assistance.
My dear, I know you must have a great deal on your mind right now, but I need to speak with you. You know as well as I how far the Inquisition's influence has spread, and how desperate the Grand Clerics have become. Our opinion will be instrumental in their election of the new Divine.
А, и кандидатки среди нас, да.
They want Liliana and Cassandra as candidates.
The Inquisition may not be invited to their vote, but our actions will certainly influence the Grand Clerics. To sit on the Sunburst throne, a candidate should have grace, charm, and a will of solid steel. Cassandra may lack the first two, but unless you can think of someone better, she is the strongest choice.
Текс.
What would your ideal divine do with her power?
The most important thing, of course, is the restoration of the Circles and the Templar Order. The institutions that have protected Thedas for ages must be rebuilt, and the malcontents utterly crushed. We cannot allow anarchists to threaten the lives of the innocent. After we have restored sanity to the world, there will be time to address voices of dissent.
Where can we find candidates outside of the Chantry? There must be someone other than Liliana.
А
or
нужен кто-то
Cassandra.
другой вообще?
The Chantry is already desperate. They would not look to unordained women if they had any choice. You may have better luck searching the halls of the Imperial Court. There are many women serving the Empire who have the necessary presence and acumen.
Liliana might be a better choice than Cassandra, don't you think?
Liliana is a well-meaning fool. She will do irreparable harm to countless people in
Вообще
the name
да.
of freedom. She proposes to abolish the circles with nothing but a solemn promise from mages not to murder children. When an angry mage lashes out inside a tower, villages aren't destroyed. The circle protects us all. Mages will die and take ordinary men with them in a war that cannot be won. Consider carefully, Inquisitor. Everything we do is a sign from
Не,
the
я
Maker
выбираю
to
Кассандру.
those who seek one.
Однозначно. Что?
You walked physically through the Fade. Please tell me what you remember.
I was physically in the Fade at the Temple of Sacred Ashes, too. You didn't ask about that.
Darling, you didn't remember anything. Questioning you would have hardly been productive. No one else has physically entered the Fade since the Magisters assaulted the Golden City. Oh, I'm positively envious right
Ну,
now.
там ничего интересного. Ой.
What are your thoughts about the others in the Inquisition?
Blackwall is a useful sort of...
Ну, понятно, это не то. Вообще не то. Так, пойдем с другими побазарим. В принципе, я думаю, немного человеков осталось. Им можно поговорить, считай, кто? Блэквелл, Сера, Кассандра, Коул, Железный бык, Калин. Все.
Writing does not come naturally to me, as I'm certain you can imagine.
Trying to outdo Varric's next literary masterpiece.
I haven't his talent for blather. As if written by a dim-witted child. Historians will one day ask what happened at Adamant Fortress, in the Fade. I wasn't there, but others were. Their accounts must be recorded.
Хорошая идея.
That's an excellent idea, Cassandra.
I certainly thought so, until I started writing. I still don't know what to say about the spirit of the divine. The Chantry teaches us that the souls of the dead pass through the Fade, so it could have been her. Yet even so...
Do you really think it might have been her? A ghost?
A ghost. A remnant of her hopes and memories. Her lingering will to do good. Those things are all possible. Nobody knows for certain what happens after we die. A spirit could have assumed her form, but why? It helped you, as Justinia herself would have.
I believe it was the Divine. She helped us one last time.
I hope that's true. I want to believe it.
Откуда она про Лилиану тогда узнала?
When they told me you were physically in the Fade, I was terrified for you. The last time such a thing happened, we created Darkspawn. We created Corypheus. The world needs to know the truth this time. No more legends lost to the ages.
Ну да, лучше правду матку тогда уж глаголить. Что-нибудь скажешь? Нет.
What do you need, my friend?
Ничем.
That's enough for now.
Another time, then.
Так, с нами был бык. Я забыл, кто еще. Блэквелл. И... Солос. И он ничего не сказал, кстати, вообще. Бесполезный он.
Again. Again. Come on! This is why the Qun doesn't like women fighting. I should have asked Cullen.
Ща она ему вмажет.
Perhaps you can take over.
Да, без проблем.
Kunari training exercise to master your fear. Been a while since I needed it, but that nightmare demon was... big.
Can you explain why I'm supposed to hit you with this stick?
Probably, if I try. It'd involve a lot of Kunari words, though. Just hit me with the stick, alright? I need to get over this.
Да, без проблем.
All right.
There we go. Oh, yeah. Damn demon. Who's stuck in the fade, huh?
So we're working out your fear with a stick.
Less talking, more hitting. Piece of feed, piece of crap! And who killed you? That's right, Iron fucking Bull! I needed that. Thanks, boss.
А, да не за что.
Are you sure you don't want to talk about it?
We just did.
Там до этого вообще 2 Кассандры было. Пу-пу-пу. Еще что-нибудь скажешь?
Hey, boss.
Угу.
How are you?
Никак.
See you
Пока.
later, Bull.
Nice talking with you, boss.
Да, мы не поболтали даже. Так, сэра.
We don't need those chargers. We've soldiers enough without cells.
Heard what went on in that Fade thing? What you think went on? Can't even start to believe that business.
We can stew about what we saw for ages, but some of us didn't come back.
Knew you'd get what was important. Yama, visions and shite. People are dead. Probably. Hawk, yeah? Lost a champion. And in trade, a busted down bunch of wardens. And they're always weird. Usually, bad stuff happens first, so you're glad when the hero shows up. But wardens are the wrong way round. They're the good thing that means a bad thing is about to happen. Like in Denerim, when the Blight ended.
A lot happened in Denerim. What did you see?
People talked a lot about this one warden. There was a big fight and they died, or... I don't know, maybe they didn't.
The hero of Ferelden? You forget the hero of Ferelden.
That was ages ago. 10 years. I was playing with small painted boxes and burying stuff I stole. I remember more people cringing about magic than Blight. Wardens were an excuse for your stuff to go missing. Blackwall's nice, though. Different from the adamant ones. Need more like him.
Ну, Блэквелл, он всем как тут отец.
You have a problem. That over there is a full tavern. But everyone's drinking alone. They're all up their own arses about the Inquisition. I can't have fun with everybody whinging. And they'll fall on their swords before Corypheus can push them.
Скрипи.
I'm thinking pranks. Set a few up, knock a few down. You in or not?
I don't understand how annoying my people will help.
Look, you have experts for everything. And I know a bunch of tight-ass people when I see them. Oh, sure, they'll complain. But they'll really mean, thank you for distracting me from the end of the stupid world. Come on.
Ладно, пойдем.
Lead the way.
What, really?
Really?
I knew you were different. Let's go.
О, что такое?
Right, General Uptight is gone. What, the desk? Oh, yes. Center of the Empire and all that. What to do, what to do.
All right, Sarah. What do you want to do?
Thing looks heavy. Don't want to move or break it. I got it. Easy one. Just a slip of something under here. There, won't notice much, but it's just that little bit wonky. He's so in control that'll piss him royally. I tell one of the soldiers and boom, the general seems like people. And since he works for you, you seem like people. Come on, next one.
И кто же следующий? О, Жозефина.
Right. Little lady prissy pants. Have a look to see if she likes too much. What, just the door? Where she greets every important idiot. Yes.
Ладно, над всеми
What do you
подшутим.
have in mind?
Get a bucket.
Шутка с ведром и водой. Окей.
Classic, yeah? 5 minutes of sloppy boss gets you weeks of happy kitchen staff. Except for the one who cleans it up, I suppose. But whatever. Next up.
Блять, опять летит ящер, приехал со своей музыкой сраной.
What's that? A locked... No, leave that. Not interested in her hidden things. Not for just a bit of fun. Maybe... feed her messengers something gassy? No, birds don't pop. But they flap and...
Who is up there?
Go!
That
Нормально.
was fun. An inquisitor of the people, still remembering you're one of them. If all they got was the herald stuff, the serious bit, you'd start to sound pretty scary. That works, but not for long.
Whatever it takes. I'll start throwing pies if it kept people inspired.
Pies is so good, and Coryphanus would never do that.
Коровий.
Good thing for you, innit? Because from the bottom, everyone up top sort of seems the same. Anyway, fun time, Inquisitor. You! Oh, frig. You did it!
Извиняюсь. Извиняюсь. А могли бы показать, что там произошло? Так, еще что-нибудь будет она глаголить нам?
There's you, yes?
Понял.
I'll be back if I need you.
Go on.
Так, ну Кол нам вообще, наверное, ничего не скажет. Он на своей волне. О,
No. But you like demons. I enjoy the company of spirits, yes, which is part of why I do not abuse them with bindings. It isn't abuse if I ask. Not always true. Also, I do not practice blood magic, which renders this entire conversation academic.
пу-пу-пу.
He won't bind me. He's a mage and he likes demons, but he won't help.
Why would you want Solus to bind you?
So I'm safe.
От
If
чего?
Solus won't do the ritual to bind me, someone else could. Will. Like the Warden mages. And then... I'm not me anymore. Walls around what I want. Blocking, bleeding, making me a monster.
A mage using blood magic could conceivably do that to any one of us, human or demon.
Ого.
You should ask Solus to bind you too. And then someone can bind him.
We'll find a way to keep you safe without binding you, Cole.
I have a suggestion, if Cole is ready to listen. I recall stories of amulets used by Raveni seers to protect spirits they summoned from rival mages. A spirit, wearing an amulet of the Unbound, was immune to blood magic and binding. It should protect Cole as well. The resources of the Inquisition could be used to find such a talisman. Good. They will not take me.
Он так за это переживает. На поиске амулета. Окей. Без проблем. Опять... Кто это? Это она? Не понял. Или кто? Она поет.
I'm running drills. They're drinking and pay better.
An insult to real soldiers.
Да?
It started out helping, taking the fear away. I won't take too much. I am not that.
Понял.
I'll talk to you later.
How do you know?
Оттуда. Откуда? Оттуда. Ты, может, хватит петь? Ладно, пусть пока поет. Сейчас вернусь. Хотя кому говорю, нет никого. Хоть бы кто зашел, сказал, давай, давай.
Once we raised up our chalice in victory. Once we sat in the light of our dreams. Once we were in our homeland with strength and might. Once we were not afraid.
We all did.
We held the fate and the demon's flight, so far from our children and from our lives. We held together the fragile sky to keep our way of life.
It's just what I heard.
No, they don't.
It's just what I heard. Anything we can do, just ask.
Thank you.
Fine day for you.
Good day to you.
You're certain?
Of course. Are you sure? I'll ask around again tomorrow. Well, let me know if you find one.
Very well.
Так, что она хочет?
Inquisitor, a title hard to rhyme. A challenge for another day, I think. Forgive me my distractions, Eminence. I'm overwhelmed by you and what you've done. My name is Meriden, a humble bard.
What do you bring to the Inquisition?
A simple thing that you know well. The power of a muse to rally hearts and minds. Inquisitor, I want to spread the word of what you've done. A small but vital role. Perhaps I'll also make a coin or two.
Okay.
Are you a bard like those of Orlais?
Oh, heavens no. I'm a minstrel first. My weapon is a cutting tongue, not blades. I hope my skills will help in some small way, if only I can give your deeds their due.
Окей, ладно, пока.
Carry on then.
Oh, I will do my best, Inquisitor.
Что за квест? Сейчас и что-то скажет.
There is an issue that you should address.
Ага.
I think it's worth your time, Inquisitor.
Окей. Такс. Ага. Ихи. А это что не скажет нам, нет?
Knew you couldn't stay away.
Ясно.
I should go.
Так, Кален. О, уже? А вот это вот можно доделать, пожалуйста? Бестолковые у нас строители. Че он задумался-то? Я надеюсь, он не на обрыве стоит. Нет. Уже радует.
I wanted to thank you. When you came to see me, if there's anything... This sounded much better in my head.
Я просто сказал не делать этого. Все.
I trust you're feeling better?
Yes.
Is it always that bad?
The pain comes and goes. Sometimes I feel as if I'm back there. I should not have pushed myself so far that day.
I'm just glad you're all right.
I am. I've never told anyone what truly happened to me at Ferelden's Circle. I was not myself after that. I was angry. For years, that anger blinded me. I'm not proud of the man that made me. Now I can put some distance between myself and everything that happened. It's a start.
Отпускать прошлое — это правильно. Угу.
The past isn't always pleasant. Sometimes you have to let go and move on.
I can't forget what happened, but it led me here. I can make that mean something. Anyway, I meant to thank you, not trouble you further. You've enough to worry.
Не, у меня проблем вообще никаких
нет.
нет.
Holding up?
Хотя вот, да.
Honestly, I'm terrified. So many people depend on us, on me. Corypheus is still out there.
We've made great strides. Do not doubt yourself, or the Inquisition just yet. If there's anything I can do, you have only to ask.
Угу, спасибо, босс. Так, далеко от башни отошли? Далеко. Вон та его. Чё так мало музыки? Почему здесь музыки так нету вообще почти? Что за бред?
I'd be perfectly happy never again setting foot in the Winter Palace. It wasn't the gossip and backstabbing, I know what the game entails, but the indifference to it all.
I didn't care for it myself.
I shouldn't be surprised. The Chantry can be the same. Their politics are less extravagant, but just as heated. The Empress rules a country. The Divine influences half a continent.
Всё.
That's all for now.
Another time, then.
Так. Теперь Блэквелл. Зю. Есть что? Нет ничего.
Not now, sister.
I know what you mean to do. It won't help.
My father drowned there. Who are you to tell me what will make me feel better? I'll find him. I'll find the mayor and I'll...
Decide your actions before you go. In the moment, there's only before and too late.
Окей. Просто рандомный разговор. А где Блэквелл? Не понял. Я слепой? Я слепой, да? А где он? Ну-ка, если типа... Может, он просто на мгновение исчез. На самом деле он тут. А, вот он, ё-моё.
Someone I knew once described adamant to me. Adamant is, and always will be, the Order, he said. A guardian on the edge of the abyss. The lone soul that stares into oblivion and doesn't waver. That's what Warden Commander Clarel tried to be. Well, they all tried to be. None of the Wardens we saw wavered. They gave their lives willingly. They died for us. And Corypheus twisted their sacrifice to make it his own.
Clarel thought she was the only one who could save the world. She was arrogant.
But her intentions were pure. Her desire to protect was so great it led her astray. It's not right. To want to do good, to be good, and have that turned against you.
You can't expect everything to go well all the time.
No. But we still have to try, don't we? Even Clarel. She had to try. It's not the armor or the trappings of the Order. It's not the... joining. At the heart of it, all a Warden is a promise. To protect others, even at the cost of your own
Да,
life.
только на какой ценой? Вообще не думали совсем. Не единственный выход был. Кукуха, поехали они.
Want a drink? I've a hankering for company.
Давай. Благо за это платить нам не надо.
When I was a boy, there were these urchins who roamed the streets near my father's house. One day they found a dog, a wretched little thing. It came to them for food. They caught it, tied a rope around its neck,
Ублюдки.
strung it up. Do you know what I did?
Not the fireside tale I was expecting, Blackwall.
Just listen. I did nothing. Not a damn thing. It was crying. I saw the kicking legs, the neck straining and twisting. And I turned around, went inside, and closed the door. I could have told my father, or alerted someone. I didn't.
Надо было пиздюков
I
также
just
повесить.
pretended it wasn't happening.
Ты струсил?
Coward's way out.
It was. I knew it then, and I know it now. I may as well have tied the noose myself. We could make the world better. It's just easier to shut our eyes.
Nothing worth doing is easy.
Look at you. You would have done the right thing. We're lucky there are people like you in the world. There's always some dog out there. Some fucking mongrel that doesn't know how to stay away.
Бедная собака. Блин, и отправили опять в Освояси, в Жибине. Опять обратно бежать. На! Ноги не сломал, уже хорошо. Тыр-тыр-тыр-тыр-тыр. А где он? Что такое? Так. В смысле? Не понял.
The spy master has confirmed it. Blackwall is gone.
В смысле исчез? У него столько брони, дорогой. Алло. И он единственный танк в моей команде. Привет.
Go on. Liliana knows where he is, doesn't she? She knows everything.
She doesn't know everything, yet. Sister Liliana had us search the warden's quarters. Not much to
Я
find,
только что прочитал это письмо.
except this. It was missing from last week's reports. I don't know what Blackwall's interest in this particular matter is, but it could be a good place to start.
И чё там? Угу. Угу. Ладушки. Куда бечь-то? На казнь. Ясно, понятно. Это в Валрайо получается. Значит, мне танк там не нужен. Я надеюсь. Блин, я с Морриган еще не поговорил. Она у нас... Путь. Хотя, скорее всего, ни хера ничего не скажет. Ну, мать глаголь.
I understand you have spared the Grey Wardens from destroying what goodwill was left them. 'Tis good of you, considering the weakness Corypheus exploited was their own doing. Still, should a true archdemon one day arise, they will no doubt be needed. Or so they would have us believe.
Понятно. До свидания.
I'll leave you to the garden.
Of course.
Ну-ка, а этот? Нет, с ним нельзя, да? Ладно. Херово, что о ее сыне вообще ничего не рассказывается. В нем же, по-моему, душа архидемона. Вроде как. Из первой части, если судить. Какая-то херобора у меня здесь сделана, вон там. Да, двигайся. Получены награды и пусто. Ок. Вот, амулет для Коула.
Someone's turning into a bit of a dragon hunter, I've heard.
Все. И все будут довольны. Я надеюсь. А хера он вообще ушел, блядь. Нормально посидели, выпили, поговорили. Ля. Дориан... Нет. Вот так. И Варик... Не... Хотя похеру. Там ни с кем драться, скорее всего, не надо будет. Такс. Отлично. Ему вообще сбросить надо будет все. херь. А, у меня здесь не выучено. Что там? Так, она у меня одета вообще. Так, сэра у меня вообще в ажуре. Варик нет. Амулет магии, хитрости. На Блэквелл это надо потом одеть. Так, что за казнь? Что за замес? Хера там чувак улетел просто.
Cyril Mornay, for your crimes against the Empire of Orlais. For the murders of General Vincent Callier, Lady Laurette Callier, their 4 children, and their retainers. You are sentenced to be hanged from the neck until dead. Do you have anything to say in your defense?
No.
Very well.
Well, this is grim.
Poor bastard. So, where's food? Orlesians always stop these things.
А где Блэквелл?
Proceed.
Он сейчас помешает, да, типа?
Stop! A Grey Warden.
This man is innocent of the crimes laid before him. Orders were given and he followed them like any good soldier. He should not die for that mistake.
Then find me the man who gave the order.
Oh, shit.
Here we go again.
Blackwall! No, I am not Blackwall. I never was Blackwall.
А кто ты?
Warden Blackwall is dead, and has been for years. I assumed his name to hide like a coward from who I really am.
You, after all this time.
It's over. I'm done hiding. I gave the order. The crime is mine. I am Tom Rainier.
По-по-по. Маска классная. Так, сейчас будут разговорчики. Так.
The Winter Palace assaulted. Duchess Florian
Better than the Dales, I hear.
Так, куда идти? Тюрьма,
Those
ага.
who had been cast down, the demons who would be gods.
Не везде дорога открыта, я так понимаю. Где он? Ты шо? Демон попутал?
I didn't take Blackwall's life. I traded his death. He wanted me for the Wardens, but there was an ambush. Darkspawn. He was killed. I took his name to stop the world from losing a good man. But a good man, the man he was, wouldn't have let another die in his place.
Was the bailiff telling the truth? Did you really do those things?
Yes, I did. It's all true. It's time we all took a good look at who I really am.
Может, ты всю историю
You
расскажешь?
understand? I gave the order to kill Lord Callier, his entourage, and I lied to my men about what they were doing. When it came to light, I ran. Those men, my men, paid for my treason, while I was pretending to be a better man. This is what I am. A murderer, a traitor, a monster.
Не убедил.
Would a monster have given himself up? Somewhere along the line, you stopped pretending.
Оу, а Калин где?
Yes.
Так,
I need to know the details of what you did. Who you killed. Why?
I betrayed the Empire and assassinated a general, all for gold. The man was General Vincent Callier. My employer was a Chevalier, Robert Chapuis. Sir Robert believed that Grand Duke Gaspard was the rightful ruler of
привет, Нова.
and would eventually
Спасибо.
take the throne. He thought that by eliminating one of Celine's loyal supporters, he might endear himself to the true Emperor. I can't say if Robert's plan would have worked. I didn't care. There was good coin offered, and I took it. By the time Sir Robert's involvement
Спасибо, тебе тоже.
I was long gone. Of course,
Я смотрю, ты Disciples проходишь.
knowledge of the act and publicly condemned it. Robert killed himself. Poison in his wine. Another victim of the great game.
Она мне больше, чем герой нравится.
You got your men to help you. What did you tell them?
They didn't know who they were attacking. I told them it was an important mission. They trusted me without question, just as your men trust you.
Armies are weapons. Weapons don't wield themselves.
Weapons don't have lives, families, dreams. An army is not just a weapon.
My reports say that Callier was with his family. You had them all slaughtered.
I didn't know Callier would be traveling with his family. I assumed only soldiers, armed guards. My men had been told to eliminate everyone. They'd seen war. They thought they were defending their country. No one likes to think about that. But it's names that carry power in this world. Bloodlines. Heirs. No matter how leaders like Celine or Gaspard pretend the game is played, that's how real war is waged.
That shouldn't be how wars are fought. There's no need.
War is unfair, and the sky is blue. But you're right. There was no need for what I did.
There's another thing I'm still wondering.
Yes?
I need to know about Blackwall. The real Blackwall.
We met in a tavern when I was on the run. I was nothing. A waste of life. But he wanted to recruit me. We headed to Valchavan for the joining. But Blackwall insisted on making a stop along the way. An old ruin from one of the previous blights. He said it led to the deep roads. I was to go down alone, find a dark spawn, and fill a vial with its blood. When I returned, I found the warden ambushed by one of the creatures. He took a blow for me. He shouldn't have died. It should have been me.
Not saying I disagree, but Blackwall clearly thought you were worth saving.
No one should have died for me. He would have wanted me to carry on to Valchavan, I'm certain. But without Blackwall, there's no proof that I've been recruited. That I didn't kill him. I couldn't go to the wardens. But I couldn't just walk away. So, Rainier died. And Blackwall lived.
Who were you before this mess?
I was a captain in the Orlesian army. Well regarded, respected.
А чё, лица не запоминают, я так
It
понимаю?
wasn't enough. One mistake. One mistake and everything I worked for fell apart.
The man on the gallows, Mornay. Who was he?
My second in command. He was a good man. When I heard he'd been caught, I was resolved to stop his execution. Couldn't let another die for my mistake.
Ясно.
That's all for now.
Ладушки, оладушки. Сейчас попробуем что-нибудь придумать. А, вот он.
Liliana's report on Tom Rainier.
Угу. Да, вкратце.
Give me the overview.
Looks like our friend was once a respected captain in the Imperial Orlesian army. Before the Civil War, he was turned, persuaded to assassinate one of Celine's biggest supporters. He led a group of fiercely loyal men on this mission, and told them nothing of it. His men took the fall for him. A few lucky ones, like Mornay, managed to escape.
Let me guess. Our spy master had this lying around somewhere, didn't she?
It would have been difficult for anyone to connect Blackwall to Rainier. Even Liliana has something of a blind spot when it comes to wardens. What do we do now? Blackwall... Rainier has accepted his fate, but you don't have to. We have resources. If he's released to us, you may pass judgment on him yourself.
If it were up to you, what would happen?
What he did to the men under his command was unacceptable. He betrayed their trust, betrayed ours. I despise him for it. And yet he fought as a warden, joined the Inquisition, gave his blood for our cause. And the moment he shakes off his past, he turns around and owns up to it. Why?
He wanted to change. To prove that he'd really left his past behind, he had to face up to it.
Saving Mornay the way he did took courage, I'll give him that. But I can't tell you what to do.
Вытащим.
Have Rainier released to us.
We must move quickly. We can explore our options back at Skyhold.
А я типа не могу просто взять и вытащить сейчас. Почему не обязательно?
Yes.
Понятно.
That's all for now.
Всегда говорю, сейчас вернусь, хотя кому говорю? Нет? Я думаю, вот Жозефина может вытащить, но так как она у нас сейчас занята, там задание, по-моему, часа по 3, капец. Это, конечно, мне подлянку подсунул. зараза. Эдакая.
Your worship.
Не понял.
I appreciate the warning, but you shouldn't have come yourself. What if the guild found out, or what's his name?
Are you worrying for me or for yourself?
A little of column A, a little of column B. I am the expendable one, after all.
Oh, don't worry, I'll protect you. We'll just have to... Well, this is a surprise. You're the Inquisitor, right? Bianca Davry, at your service.
Your name is Bianca.
Bianca.
It's a common name. Half the girls in the Merchants Guild are named Bianca. The other half are named Helga. I lucked out.
I take it you're a friend of Varric's.
Who isn't a friend of Varric's? You have met him before, right?
Any friend of Varric's is welcome here.
Be careful saying things like that. Some of his friends you don't want to meet. Oh, maybe you do. Who am I to judge?
Bianca's got a lead on where Corypheus got his red lyrium.
The site of Bartran's Folly, the tag Varric found, has been leaked. There's a Deep Roads entrance crawling with strange humans carting out red lyrium by the handful.
Неплохо.
How do we know they're not using multiple entrances to get to the Tig?
Navigating the Deep Roads isn't like the surface. There's no accurate maps of the whole system, and there are cave-ins, darkspawn, lava floods. If you find a route that gets where you're going, you don't deviate. Trying to find another way could be deadly.
Who could have given away the Tig's location?
There were a few people who knew. Hirelings from the expedition, a couple of close friends.
How they found out isn't important. What matters is we know where they are now.
If it's such a secret, how do you know about it, Bianca?
I told her.
А ты
Right after
откуда?
the expedition, I wrote and told Bianca what we found. I had artifacts that needed buyers, and she had more contacts that would pay for them. Plus, I owed her.
You can get there from Orlais. It's a long way to the free marches.
The deep roads are all connected. Or they used to be. Collapses and such. Some of them on purpose.
They really are roads. They spanned the Dwarven Empire, went to every corner of the continent, maybe further. In theory, you can get to any Tig using the deep roads, but in practice, there's a reason nobody uses them anymore.
Ну понятно.
We need to deal with this. As long as he has this source, Corypheus is that much more powerful.
I couldn't agree more.
I'll keep an eye on their operation. If you're interested in shutting it down, you've got my help. Try not to leave me waiting too long, Varric. I've got my own work to do, you know.
Right. That's not going to be trouble at all. Let me know when you want to head to the entrance.
Да без проблем. Вот дерьмо.
Something you wanted to talk about?
About that lead of yours, Varric.
Sure. The sooner we take care of it, the better.
Do you think this lead of hers is real?
Bianca's too much of a researcher to pass me information without verifying it first. But if you're asking whether she'd lie to us, maybe set us up, it's possible.
Okay.
Unlikely, though. She risked the wrath of the guild coming in person. A message would have sufficed. Whatever she found in that entrance shook her up. That worries me.
Okay.
Carry on.
Так. Почему не показывают вот эти вот бафы, которые на мне висят? Неудобно. Так, сколько? 25 минут. Сколько? 8 минут. Сколько? 2,5 часа. Школа магов. Капец. А, вот оно, да? Правосудие. Нет. Так, ладно. Так, это нам не надо. Skyhold, понятно. Ясно. Не, а вот это сделаем. Пока что. Стоп. Это куда? Пу-пу-пу. Нет. Так, ладно. Все остальное на завтра, я надеюсь. Всем спасибо, кто был, кто мимо проходил. Если лайк влупил, то вдвойне спасибо. Всем всего хорошего. Поднял, обнял. Сидите дома, не болейте. Всем пока.